Welcome to week 11 of my life as a CTC cadet pilot. The time lapse that you've just watched is me studying, and basically what I was doing now is just writing up my notes for the week. What you saw was just a very small segment. As a matter of fact, I haven't even finished. So once I've done this video, I'm going to be straight back onto writing up notes, but unfortunately my hand's hurting a bit, so got to take a break and for record a video just to pass a bit of time. So what's occurred in week 11? Well, it's been pretty much the same as week 10 really. I mean, a lot of RNAV, radio navigation that is, and instruments. Earlier in the week we all had our module 1 reviews. I'm pleased to say that mine went very well, so yeah, really pleased with that. I won't go into detail on that, but anyhow, radio navigation, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, same procedure. This week we've studied a bit more about VORs, VHF omnidirectional range, DME, distance measuring equipment. It's quite an easy one to remember. What else have we studied? We've studied the ILS, Instrument Landing System, and one that you might not have heard of is MLS, which stands for Microwave Landing System. It is around. It's one of the things that I'd never heard of actually before coming to CTC, so there we go, learn something new every day. What else have we learned? Well, we've also done some instruments. In instruments we spent most of our time on the INS and IRS, which stands for Instrument Navigation System or Inertial Reference System. We've also spent quite a bit of time on the Flight Management System, which includes the computers and how they work. We also studied a bit about what are they called? Anyway, I can't remember the category, but it's the different ways that the aircraft can communicate. So ACARS, LPDLC I think was another one. That's quite a modern one now, and it's essentially working out how the aircraft can communicate with the ground. So I'm going to keep this video fairly short because I've actually got to get on with my work, but there we go. But what can I talk about? Next week, what we've got coming up next week? Well, next week we're going to be finishing radio navigation completely. And for instruments, we're going to be pretty much there as well. I think it's either only a day or two at most before we finish that. So that'll be 2 of 4 topics done for Module 2. Hopefully I'll be able to catch up on my writing up of those notes and start hitting the question banks. So anyhow, apologies for the shorter video, but as usual, if you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to enjoy the series a bit more, and feel free to share it with anyone who you feel might be interested. And I'm going to end on a rather nice note. At the end of this video it's going to be a little bonus clip, and it's the CP that is a few months ahead of us, and they have just finished their ground school, so a little bit of footage at the end of them celebrating with a little photo shoot. Thank you very much for watching. See you again next week.